So, welcome to our podcast. This is our first podcast from DC Live, and should we start off with our names? My name is Rina.
My name is Alicia.
And how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about you, Rina?
I'm doing good. Could we start off with maybe what SEM you are, what course you're doing?
I am currently on my first SEM in Diploma in Mass Communication.
Okay.
How about you?
So I'm doing my degree in mass communication. I'm on my second SEM. Yeah, so what were you doing before this?
Before in DISTED,
Yes.
I went to high school because I just graduate from SPM. So I'm from Kedah actually. I don't really know whether you know my high school or not, but it's a girls' school, SM Kistan Asma. And how about you?
I was in KD. I was doing my foundation in first science and then arts.
So you change?
Yes, I changed, and it was, I think changing from science to arts is way easier, but I felt that being in a science course did not resonate with me at all, and it was very difficult because it's not my strong suit, and I think with something in the more creative field, it's much more to my taste. Yeah, so what about you? Were you doing arts as well before this?
No, I mean like in my high school, I took a pure science.
Okay.
And I supposed to went into a science college too. So I don't think I'm in that lane. So because I don't think I could take that because it's very difficult, you know.
Yes.
I mean like I just want to build connection, just to talk with people, not to take care of people.
Yes.
It's because it's hard.
Yes,
you know? Yeah.
for sure. So what's the difference between your college and your high school maybe?
It's such a big difference because while studying in school, you know how school's like you have to follow the rules. I mean the teachers there's a lots of students, you know, like so the teachers will pay attention to lots but when it comes to DISTED, it's very different from school because the lecturer will, you know, recognize you, remembers you, and they know how to like whatever it is, like whatever you do, they will just like just like recognize you, that's it.
Yeah.
And why you choose DISTED?
Okay, so I did want to do something in either English or in the creative field, so mass comm was a very big option for me. But all the other courses, all the other colleges offered were very niche, so they were like PR or HR, very niche like courses, and I didn't want that. I wanted something more general, and DISTED really had the perfect course for that. It was mass comm as a whole, and they even have an acting class, if I'm not wrong, in the second year or so, and like no other course would offer that. Yeah.
Correct.
What about you? Why DISTED?
I chose DISTED because I think it's very fun because the place is so nice, you know. And apart from that, I think because of the lecturers and also the people surrounding, like they're not like a busybody like other places. I mean, it's not like that, but I don't really like it when it comes to, because you know most of the people, they was like just want to be in their circle. When it comes to here, they're always open to everything, like you can just be friends with anyone, you know.
It's a tight community here, I think,
that's
because
why
it's a smaller scale.
And how is it being a mass comm in the DISTED at first?
I feel like since I'm only on my second semester and technically I'm still newer because a lot of the students were from foundation, I think it was very welcoming. Even on my first day, I could see an effort being made to make me feel included. I think being in a mass comm especially, you need teamwork, and that's why like feeling included, being with friends, like that's really important. A lot of people can say it's okay as long as I pass my course.
Yeah.
You cannot say that for mass comm. You need to get along with the people and work well.
That's what I'm saying before. I mean, like, if you are like, if you went to the place and where you are not welcoming by
Yes.
people, you couldn't do anything, you know. You couldn't even work on your assignment and also any hands-on project. That's why the most important thing is where people surroundings you, whether they're going to motivate you or they're going to take you down, you know.
Yes.
Like that.
What would be your study tip for your course?
I don't really have study tips, but we have study weeks, right?
Yes.
So on that weeks, I will just like do notes, not notes. I will write everything and I will highlight like how we do that.
Yes.
And started from that, just remember it. That's it. I don't really have study tips actually. What about you?
I think, okay, I am very bad at memory, and I think for small tests, mass comm doesn't have that many tests.
Correct.
But for the small tests that we do have to do, I try flashcards.
Flashcards.
Yes, flashcards.
How's it? Like you did it one by one?
No, I use an app or there's websites for it as
yeah.
well. So it just gives you the definition and the thing, and those are really useful for exams. But realistically, most mass comm assignments, exams require group work or reports. So
I think it's just a few subjects for exams, right?
Yes, for sure. Is that the same for you?
Mine is the same too. I think I have like 6 subjects, but the only subjects that will be in exam is just like 2 to 3 something. That's all.
So, what would be your tip for group works, maybe?
Tips for group work.
Yes.
I have one tips. It's not like tips lah. I mean, like if you want to know that you are ready into the real world, is where when you are having a group project, you know, and then after you went through everything and you still be friends with your teammates, means like you are ready, because you know it's very difficult when we are working with the. I mean, my past project is with the 7 teammates, so it's not like I'm not going to say like it's difficult, but different people, different ideas, right? So some of it are not okay with it, some of it are like lack of ideas. So from that, difficult lah. But somehow we still be friends with those types of people. So
Yeah.
you survive like that.
For sure. I think without group works, you really can't work in a work setting, because everything requires like a whole group project, group effort. Yeah. And for your in the future, wait, sorry. Do you think you are friends with? You could be friends with anyone in other courses?
Means like other programs like
Yes.
that. I think for now I'm more likely close with DCMP students, creative multimedia, and also diploma in business studies. But most of it I'm with the DCMP students lah, because I'm currently into multimedia course too, because it's my first semester, so we just like mix up with other students. So I think DCMP student is very fun, because they like always have a creative, you know, because it's creative multimedia, right?
Yes.
So they are very creative, doing films, doing short videos. So it's fun working with them.
Do you think we could ever like collab with them?
I think so. It will be interesting, right?
Because I think mass comm and DCMP are very interrelated, so having events, projects would be very useful.
I think we should invite them
Yes,
one day.
for sure. And what subject are you most excited for mass comm?
Subjects in mass comm.
Yes.
Mostly my subject is like, of course, introduction to mass comm, because it's first sem, and also multimedia, like I've mentioned before. Because other than that, it's just like what we call MPQ.
Yeah.
So the ones that we have exam and hands-on project is introduction to mass comm and also multimedia. So it's fun working with other students, students from other program, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what future you see for mass comm course, or do you want any change or anything about mass comm?
I think DISTED itself has a lot of facilities. We have like a studio and a broadcast place. I feel like if once we get more students, we'll get to utilize those facilities, and it'll be very helpful to get more engaging aspects of our course, because mass comm isn't just paper. Like, it's not an exam thing. You really need to have hands-on engaging stuff to actually understand the course. So I'd say the more people that come in, the more engagement we have and the more we learn.
I think that way too. I mean, like, mass comm is about, it's all spontaneous. It's all about critical thinking. So you don't have to open a book like, oh, what is this? You know, you just have to make sure that you have that in your life, which is whatever you study, it's all happening in your life. Like the social medias and all in communication in our mass media, right?
Yeah.
So I think. Okay, can you, may I know what do you hope in a mass comm family? Means like it will, something you hoping for mass comm club?
I think definitely to be closer to mass comm community as a whole. And as more people come in, the new semester will come in, for sure to engage with them and to just have more projects together, more engagement with them to feel more closer, because mass comm is all about community.
Connection, right?
For sure. That would be the biggest point. Thank you so much for answering everything as well. And that's it.